Welcome, and thank you very much for taking the time to review this information. My name is John Kinnear. I am the Vice President with Sales and Marketing for INFINii, and it's my distinct pleasure to share the following with you. Before we begin, it's important you understand that INFINii supports a retail-focused business model with significant customer activity and real value offered to our customers. A high percentage of our user base is comprised of customers and end users. Now, this slide is a little bit unique when we're talking about network marketing because primarily in network marketing offerings, the intent is to find a product that you're attracted to, align with that product, and then start building a network or a database of individuals to consume that product and build a business for yourself. What's so interesting, and I think is attracting so many people to the INFINii offering, is that regardless of whether you wanted to share this product list and services to anybody, you have a very significant opportunity to create all the additional income that you would need simply by using one or many of these platforms all by yourself and not sharing them with a single soul. So this is a bit of a crossroads in that you can either just use our platforms to profit, or you can do both. You can start to share these platforms with the people that are important to you, give them an opportunity to profit from them as well, and also start to build a network for yourself and capitalize on what we think is a very remarkable rewards plan. So there's 6 specific ways within the rewards plan, completely separate from our product offerings, that you can earn within INFINii. So let's walk through those really quickly. Now before we do, I just want to lay a bit of a foundation for you. There are 2 very unique ways that you're going to earn simultaneously with INFINii. And the first is a dual team type of a compensation model, and the second is a unilevel type model. And you can see obviously from the drawings here essentially how these operate. And I'll talk on this a little bit more as we walk through these details. The first thing that's very important for you to understand though is that your rank, and your rank determines your earnings. Your earnings obviously determine whatever degree of success that you may be looking for. Your rank is going to be determined by your PET. Now that's an acronym for Personal Enrollment Tree. And so what's unique about this is if you have any experience with dual team, obviously the prefix or the word dual is implying 2. So a dual team is a 2-sided business, and that's what you can see on the far left-hand side of this drawing. You can see a red line representing where you may be held up because of a lack of balance in your dual team business model. That's not going to be relevant here because the design of this, what we call an accelerated dual team model, means that your rank is not being determined by the balance in growth of your dual team business, but rather it's being determined by your personal enrollment tree. So in fact, you could actually hit the highest rank in this company even if 99% of the growth of your business was on one side of your dual team. This is very important for you to understand moving forward. Now the next thing that's important for you to understand is how business volume accumulates within your dual team and within your unilevel business. So business volume accumulates a number of different ways. And again, one of the things that we're very excited about to be offering to you is, unlike aligning yourself with that favorite product that you may have had in the past with a previous network marketing experience, here you're actually going to be able to see business volume accumulate within your business from hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of different types and styles of products from all around the world. So your income is not limited to the acceptance and consumption of just one particular product type. So what you'll see first of all is the obvious as Pam starts to build out her very basic team, Sue on one side of her business, Mark on the other. First of all, she's generating business volume from the platform that either one of her team members are using. But next to that, as Sue starts to use these platforms successfully, Pam is also generating business volume on Sue's activities. And as Mark starts to use, in this case, the marketplace where he purchased an item, now he may fully well chose to purchase that item to then go on and profit by selling that item using one of our platforms. If that was the case, Pam's going to generate business volume in all of that activity as well. Not to mention all of the customer activity as customers start to get drawn to these really incredible discounted products and prices that we're going to have available all around the world. So here's just a quick graphic that's going to show you how many of these activities and opportunities are going to increase business volume as they grow through your business. Now, the first of the 6 unique ways you get paid is called a Fast Start bonus. And the Fast Start bonus essentially is taking 15% of whichever platform your friends begin with on their very first month, and it puts that money into your jeans right away. So it's really that first step, getting your feet wet and starting to have some INFINii dollars into your pocket immediately. The second is something called a beginner bonus. Now, you may not have heard of a beginner bonus before. It's very unique. It's a pool, and what we're doing is we're taking 6% of all of the money within the rewards plan, and we're pooling all of that money for individuals. In this case, obviously, it's beginners. This really is going to be a bonus that is going to be benefited mostly by individuals that start off their INFINii business slowly. This is new to them. They may be a little bit nervous in sharing information with friends. It's something they've never done before. So to qualify for the beginner bonus is a very simple thing to do. It's one person on the left of my business and one person on the right of my business. And when I do that, I've met that qualification. So I'm going to earn in that pool, which is made up of 6% of all the money in the rewards plan, and every single person who qualifies as a beginner bonus will also earn from that as well. And that's how we'll determine what you earn from your beginner bonus every single month. Now, the great thing, though, is that if you, again, are someone who builds a little bit more slowly, maybe in your first month you successfully add 2 people to your business, but in your second month you don't actually create any new growth for yourself, that's okay. Because of the beginner bonus pool, you're still going to have an opportunity to profit from and earn from our rewards plan. Now, there's 2 different ways that we're calculating your potential earning from the beginner bonus. The first is on your personal volume, so that's your activity points. So that could be your platform plus any e-commerce or marketplace activities. Whatever it is, it's volume that you're generating by yourself. The second way could be your group volume, or as your team starts to grow, which is determined by your PET volume. So an example, example 1, the first one, the activity points, if you had 200 activity points accumulated, you could earn 1.5 times that total, in that case $300 for the month. Also, you can see it below that, 400 business volume from your PET volume could give you 1.5 times, or $600 as a possible earning cap maximum for your beginner bonus. Now, which one do we use? Whichever one is lower. And this is obviously designed to protect the integrity of the beginner bonus, because these are earnings that you're going to have happening even if you're not building your business. Accelerated dual team. Now, this is further an extension of the dual team we talked about earlier. You actually have an opportunity to generate up to $50,000 every single week from your dual team bonus, and that can take the form of 20% earning maximum on the lesser side of your business. From that diagram we showed you earlier with the red line, you can earn up to 20% of the lesser volume in your business, and that range is actually from 10 to 20. We'll show you how that plays out right now. First thing that's important to understand is there's 3 different families of ranks. So when we first get started, we're working from the manager family of ranks. So we can see here there's Pam and the first 2 people that she's added to her business. So she obviously has become beginner bonus qualified. So she's starting to draw from that pool. The first thing Pam wants to focus on doing is help Mark and Sue become beginner bonus qualified as well. Okay, that's really getting our business building as effectively as possible. Now you can see what starts to happen, though, as volume continues to accrue from people sharing INFINii with others and people getting involved using one of our product platforms. You can see an accumulation at the end of this particular week of 8,000 business volume. Now in this case, because Pam's still in the manager family of ranks, she's going to earn 10% of that volume total. So 10% of 8,000 earns Pam for the week $800 US. But as her business continues to grow, and you can see here she's also personally enrolled 2 more friends. Sam and Kim are also sponsored by Pam. Her business continues to grow. She now moves in because of her business volume totals, and you'll see the legend later on in our control document. She's now in the director family of ranks, and she's earning 15% from the lesser side business volume total. So in this case, $4,200 for a week. And then finally, as that business continues to surge forward, what you'll see happen is Pam start to benefit from the ambassador family of ranks, which is a 20% on the lesser side of her business for her dual team earnings. Now, while all of this is happening, you're also starting to profit from what we call INFINII Pay. What's remarkable about this is a unilevel type of a program, but unlike anything you've probably seen before, you actually have the opportunity to earn from unlimited depth within this unilevel model. So this is PET, or personal enrollment tree based. And let's show you how this works. So back to the model again, Pam and the team that she's personally enrolled. Now what starts to happen is they of course start to personally enroll their friends and so on and so forth. And at the end of each week, just like with the dual team, in this case the 4 personally sponsored individuals that Pam's added to her business, where the system is keeping track of all 4 and the business volume from their entire organizations. So Sam, for example, has just over 19,000 in volume, and 5%, that's $980 for that week that Pam's going to earn from her INFINii Pay as a result of Mark's growing team. Likewise, in Sue's business is a little over 21,000. So Sue, her organization, Pam's going to earn $1,060 for that week. In Mark's case, just over $1,000 as well. And then in Kim's case, Pam will earn $600 for that week. And if we extrapolate that over the course of the month, in this case, Pam already, only from personally enrolling 4 individuals in her PET, she's hit the executive director rank, and she's looking at almost $15,000 for the month in INFINii Pay bonuses. Now, more than that, and this is very noteworthy, you can actually earn up to $200,000 monthly from each and every personally sponsored line of lineage. So let's show you a little bit more how that works in just a moment. And then the 5th way you earn, this is not a typo, this is truly life-changing bonuses. This is called our elevation rank bonuses. And you can earn up to $10 million in cumulative bonuses, again, beginning in the director family of ranks and working all the way through the ambassador family of ranks. So here's that control doc I was mentioning earlier. Now you can see our 3 rank families, 10, 15, and 20% for our dual team earnings. And if you were to scan all the way over to the INFINii Pay, you can start to see a director family is where your INFINii Pay turns on. You can also see, if you scan over one more column, the elevation rank achievements. At director is where that elevation achievement begins. So you have an opportunity when you hit the rank of director of earning $10,000 as an elevation achievement bonus. Now, if you do that in 90 days, you can receive an additional $10,000 for a total of $20,000. And if you look over a little bit further to the right, in parentheses, there's a number. In this case, it's the number 2. So that $10,000 will be split over 2 months. Following your elevation achievement, you'll also be rewarded your 90-day director bonus. And in the next rank of senior director, now remember, these are cumulative in nature. So the $20,000 will be added to the 10 or the 20 above. And when you hit your senior director, you'll earn another $20,000, and this will be paid to you in over 4 months. Just like when you hit executive director, now you've opened yourself up to another elevation bonus of $50,000, which will be paid to you over 12 months, and so on and so forth, all the way down the list. Now, when you get to presidential director and then the final 4 ambassador ranks, there's something that's very unique that's happening. And this is called a loyalty retirement. So you can see starting at presidential and then the following 4 ranks, there's a plus and then another denomination. And that's an amount of money that you will receive every year times the number of years that follows. So times 2 years for $25,000 if you're presidential, times 5 years at $40,000 if you're ambassador, and so on and so forth. Now the reason this is here, long now has network marketing been, let's say, shared with others as an opportunity to truly retire yourself. This is INFINii trying to take that to the next level and truly create a retirement program for you. So when you start to hit any of those last 5 ranks, even if you choose to stop promoting and building your INFINii business, those loyalty retirement incomes are going to be made available to you. And then the last bonus, if you decide to take a real leadership role with INFINii, you're also going to open yourself up to another pool. Now this is just like the beginner bonus pool of 6%. This is a little bit over 4%, but we call this a global bonus program. And the reason it's so important is wherever you live in the world, even if you focus your entire business building efforts in that part of the world, you have an opportunity to profit from some of the most significant growth, some of the most significant markets around the world for INFINii. So if you live, for example, in Hong Kong, and America is absolutely surging, and you're seeing some incredible numbers from the chat within your back office or postings on Facebook of how well America is doing with INFINii, rest assured, as a director, senior director, executive director, and beyond, you're still going to be able to profit from the incredible achievements that we're seeing the American team generate. Or in Germany, or in other parts of Europe, other parts of Asia, South America, etc. Making sure that you're generating a profit from the global bonus pool is something very important for you to focus on. Now, there's 3 primary steps that we would like to encourage everyone do to really get their business thriving. The first step, and the most obvious, is sharing this with the first friend that you'd like to see working with you in your business. That's going to create a fast start bonus for you immediately. It's going to be your first taste of profits, and it'll get your business rolling. But then you really want to quickly roll that into becoming beginner bonus qualified. So your dual team is now growing in balance. A friend on your left, a friend on your right. And then finally, helping those individuals also become beginner bonus qualified and letting that really take on a life of its own. And then finally, really trying to hit that director bonus in 90 days and put that extra $20,000 in bonuses in your pocket. So with that, I would like to thank you so much for your time and attention for the last few minutes while we walked through these details. I hope this created some questions for you. I also hope it's answered some questions for you. Please make sure you get to the person that shared this information with you and decide whether this is something for you. We'd certainly love to have you working with us.